So good evening from London. It's Ajaz Akram, 360 Lifestyle Coach. Our topic is today monotony in relationship. We have Paulina with us. Yes, Paulina.
Yes. Now, good evening. Good evening from Poland. Yes, today about monotony. I just will explain briefly more about and also important topic.
Yeah.
Not to feel scared, not to stop, not to break up in a relationship because of monotony.
I
Just
think
to
this is a different topic, Paulina. Monotony, because people they ignore these things. But this is monotony in a relationship. This is I think quite common. It refers to feeling of sameness or predictability that can develop over time. It can occur in any type of relationship, whether romantic or platonic, and can lead to boredom. People can feel bored in a same relationship, yeah, and dissatisfaction, or they can feel stuck, or and a lack of emotional connection. Here are some common causes and signs of monotony in a relationship. Number one causes lack of variety or spontaneity in daily activities or routines. Lack of variety or spontaneity in a daily activities or routine. Next is communication patterns becoming predictable or routine. Number three, failure to introduce new experiences or ideas into the relationship. Number four is a lack of effort put into maintaining the relationship. Then there are signs. Which signs are there? A sense of boredom or lack of excitement in the relationship. These are the signs. And then repetitive patterns or routines in daily activities or conversation. A decrease in emotional connection or intimacy. Then a lack of effort or interest in planning activities or spending quality time together. Next is a feeling of being taken for granted or unappreciated. To combat monotony in a relationship, it's important to introduce new experiences and ideas, to prioritize communication, and to make a conscious effort to maintain the emotional connection and intimacy in the relationship. This can involve planning new activities, trying new things together, or hobbies, or being more spontaneous, not keeping things inside, spontaneous. And also important to listen actively to your partner, express appreciation, and show interest in their thoughts and feelings. By taking steps to address monotony, couples can rekindle the excitement and strengthen their bonds. Sometimes people they feel that they are bored, their life is stuck, this is the end of the life for them, and sometimes the people can feel like this. Oh, whole life I have to spend. This situation can come in any person's life, and mostly it comes up sometimes when people are bored, they are feeling same things, and you got to understand and how to solve this. Create new activities, create new interest, go somewhere, give someone space. Sometimes some people need their own space to address their own needs and feelings and something. Give each other space. When they are people are apart for a while, or they go somewhere, some women go to parents, or husband go to his parents or somewhere. Little break, it can also develop interest back, or developing more activities, it can change the situation. And later on, we'll discuss more in detail. But now, Paulina would like to add her point of view.
yes, also quite important topic as we may observe quite often that people start to think sometimes that it's all the time the same boredom. So like it's time to change life and to find another partner, not to live like roommates, and many things like that. Uh, you explain a lot, so maybe I will repeat. At the beginning of the at this early stages of relationship, we meet with excitement, with passionate emotions, intensive emotions. With time, this relationship becomes more stable and more secure. But some people, they begin to think that, wow, no, lack of these emotions, lack of this intensive emotions. So this fear can also appear that it will be like that, like living like roommates without this passion and routine. And people are afraid of routine. But we were talking about the transition of love. We were talking in some of the previous lives about transition. It's natural in our life that love, everything transformed, is transition from this first stages into something more mature, deeper. So from this stage of excitement, it's normal that it will go transform into something more routine. That sense of security will appear, and it's absolutely normal. So it means routine. Day by day, we have something that we can predict it will be like that. But there is difference between the topic, just to explain the differences between good routine and bad routine.
mm,
Not to be afraid so much, because not every routine is bad, because this sense of stability
mm,
is like good routine. um, but I would like to remind, it was also at some of the first our lives about stages of love, because it can explain more when this boredom can appear. Because as I mentioned at the beginning, we have, and there are few stages of love. So first was this romantic love, and okay, we know what is it, this emotions, butterflies in belly. And the stage number two, the next, is very important: fights and conflicts, seeing differences. Because if in this phase, instead of solving problems, instead of building a foundation for mature love, I mean here understanding, values, style of conversation, boundaries. So
mm,
instead of building this nature, we are all the time trying to return to romantic love, and we are trying all the time to keep this high emotions from this first stage. Surely this boredom will appear, because we are not going into deep relationships, so we don't put effort to know each other well. It's impossible to go through life only at the stage of romantic love, only at this, because it's, we wish to experience romantic love. But if at this stage number two, when conflicts, fights, seeing differences, when we meet with it, when if we don't work on this, only trying by force to come back to this first emotions, it's it may be like that, that this boredom and this negative destructive routine will appear in our life.
mm,
Because why? Because without building this good foundation, we will meet with lack of bonds, living side by side, distance, and then it can be that quarrels, arguments will be mixed with uh, passionate sex. No, let's just example, but no any deep bond. So that's why the stage is important. Then, of course, stage 3 and 4, stabilization, fullness, but the stage 2 is important. So without creating deep mature bond, boredom can appear and negative routine in our life. Of course, stages have nothing with seniority, and they are not linear, because I know people that they are able to build the fullness during 2 years, and I know people that can be stuck in stage number 2 all the time, 10 years. So it's not about the years and seniority.
mm,
So is routine in relationship a bad thing? No, it's not bad, because routine. But we understood, we here, me and you, we understood as functioning according to some established patterns that they are safe. So it's like the condition for the sense of security. It's good,
Mm.
really good for us. So it's about some behavior that you mentioned about predictability.
Yes.
That you can be sure about your partner's behavior, and you may feel safe. You kids, and try imagine a situation when you don't know every day. You think you wonder how your partner will behave after coming back home. Is it okay such life? No. So
Mm.
this routine
Change. Yes.
protects us to
Spice
live.
up, spice up. Spicing up, that is good. Changes, making changes. Yeah, carry on, please. What do you think?
Yes, yes, but it's not long topic that, so we will not extend like this previous ones. So just I want to say that routine is not bad. It's good. It protects, and but of course there is destructive and negative routine, and um,
That's right.
it's like the synonym that boredom, but boredom is not fully the synonym, because boredom is the result of a building a relationship on a shaky foundation, not not solid, shaky foundation. That's why. So it was about the stage number two, and why we may think why some people can experience only safe routine. They are tired, kids, kindergarten, school, but they are happy. And some people are in such relationship with this negative emotions routine. So few potential reasons I have found, only three. First, unrealistic expectations of relationship, because some people um, are like hunting, rushing for only positive emotions in a relationship, and they are like hunting to be fall in love all the time, to be happy, to be all the time in a good mood, like from some Bollywood movies. Like, but life is not life is not from
True,
Netflix movie. It's not.
true,
It's
true, true.
unrealistic,
Mm.
but. People with such attitude, they may try to stop the relationship at this first initial phase of to be fall in love. They don't want to go to the next stage, because it's so important for them to be like in these Bollywood movies all the time, emotions, love, like from Titanic maybe, but it's not life. So unrealistic expectations,
Yeah.
and because people try to stop all the time at this first stage, so I mentioned they will not go deeper, and it will be distance, lack of getting know each other well. The next, mixing fascination with love. There are people who love to be all the time in love, I mean with emotions. There are people who need to feel all the time like falling in love, like this infatuation, and it may be it's a bit childish. Yes, we are also talking about childish, not mature love in some of the first lives. It may be lack of emotional availability that is needed to be open up to another stage of relationship, but mixing fascination with love is also the reason that you may experience with time this boredom, and goal in life, just to have husband, to have wife, to have kids, not to be happy, because you are hunting to have wife and to have husband, and after having husband and wife, you have no will, no intention to take care of creating happy life. Your goal is just to have wedding ring, to have a baby, to have your wife, husband, and enough. You confessed once at the altar that you love, and enough. So you will not do anything just to work and to care about this relationship. And some signals of boredom that can lead to break up. This lack of interests in life, lack of interest of your partners, life, ambitions, plans, lack of common vision, plans for the future, preferring spending time with others, not with your partner. Also, increasing lack of acceptance for partners' character, feeling that you have nothing in common except children, maybe loan, money is very, very sad. No common topics, conversation about only logistic, do this, buy this, task list of duties, that's all. No physical attraction, and staying together because of the fear, just fear to not to, maybe sometimes it's comfortable, yeah, people sometimes remain together because it's comfortable and fear that maybe alone they will not cope with life. But now the conclusion is related to what you said at the beginning.
Mm.
So there is a good routine that give us stability, and we can predict about our partner's behavior. It's stable life, but also it's important, equally important, to be unpredictable. But I mean, not the same as you, but maybe my words. To be open to discovering new things, new dishes, new way of cooking, new maybe way of spending free time, common interests, openness to surprises, non-standard ideas, even everyday functioning. Try to imagine eating every day for 40 years at breakfast roll with cheese. No, it's coffee can be, of course, coffee can be, but coffee is coffee. But doing every, because spending many years together, it doesn't guarantee that this relationship will be in good shape.
Because
Uh,
then when this monotony come up, it doesn't matter that how long the relationship is. If it's not dealt properly, then it can end. Yes, carry on, please.
yes, not, that's why I agree here with you about adding something new in your relationship. Good routine is good routine, let it stay, it's okay, it's protective. But just to do something with spontaneously, I don't know how to pronounce properly,
That's
uh,
okay.
something new in dating, something new in the destination of spending free time, talking about, generally talking about future plans, about goals. It's great because it's unknown. Yes, it's
Or they
something
can
new.
plan holidays.
Holidays.
They can plan holidays. When boredom come up, don't look for other relationship. Uh,
Yes,
some secret plans. No, that's not gonna solve the problem. That's gonna create more problem.
yes, that's gonna no. We are
Because
we
life,
here
Paulina,
we
this life is like a circle. It round up.
yes.
Our relationship go higher, start at the peak, then go in the middle, then like down, and then go up like this. So when life moves in circle, our relationship moves like this with two. So need to understand those and add some spices in it. Spice up your in intimacy. Go on holidays, find some new hobbies, spend on time, I mean, alone time, give a space to each other, read some good books, talk to someone. So, and keep updating yourself. Because when we stop keep updating ourselves, it become boring for ours, not only for ourselves, but the person also. Not only physically, but also mentally, spiritually, and all these parts we need to be keep updating, make it keep attractive. Doesn't matter even if you are old, still old people, when you sit with them, you feel very relaxed, calm, and you learn new things, you heard some good things from them. So be kind to that. So monotony, what effect on you? It effect on people, it come up in life, in any and all most of the relationship it come up. There are point come in life when people feel monotony and they got apart. So learn these things. Yes, Paulina.
Yes, so the conclusion is that no need to worry, to be afraid of monotony, this good, but to put some effort to avoid this destructive monotony. And the point is to show to your partner, to your beloved one, that despite the years that gone by, you still feel happy being with this partner, with your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, and that your relationship is your choice all the time. It's your choice, and not the result of just being still together and or comfortable. It's still your choice. So
Yeah.
this is the conclusion, and not to be afraid and not to think that it will kill your relationship every day the same, going home, duties. It's beautiful. You are blessed having home, your sanctuary, but you can make this life beautiful, adding something not predictable, some surprises, something new in this daily functioning and free time. And that's the solution.
Yeah. All right. Okay. That this is the conclusion from you. Now my conclusion, as I said, that life moves in circle. So when it's up, happy. When in the middle, then try to keep it stable. Then it's down. Try to understand, and it will go high again. So spice up new things, learn new things, give a space to each other. I mean, spending some time away from each other also can bring it back, that previous attraction. You understand? That monotony when effect on people, that boredom, because boredom come up, and which effect on human life. Anyway, it's a thank you, goodbye,
Thank you.
see
Goodbye.
you. Yeah. You want to add anything else?
I think that we presented briefly, but everything is clearly presented, and no need. Just not to be afraid, and that's all of
Yeah.
routine. Not to be afraid of routine.
And appreciate that. Appreciate what you have. Everyone. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.